Good evening. Hello and welcome. It's lovely to see you all. We've got a really good turnout tonight. There's 9 of you, which is really, really excellent. So thank you so much for joining us. Got a special request. Can we say hello to Barbara, Mike, Christopher and Sarah, who are friends of Mike and Liz's, joining them from Lightwater. Don't be shy. Feel free to send in your scores. That would be really, really good. But lovely to have new people with us. And we've got another team that's come in.
More chocolate needed. Which is Gary, I think.
Previously, Revenco.
So in case you haven't joined us before, there are going to be 5 rounds, a short break in the middle, about 20 minutes, with a multi-point question for you to mull over for 10 or 15 minutes, and possibly a challenge. Depends how you're up for that. In the past, it's worked quite well. You've sent us photos, which we've been able to distribute at the end. So basically 5 rounds of roughly 10 questions each. Some questions will have multiple answers, so you can score more than 10 on particular rounds. At the end of the round, we'll do the questions, then we'll do the answers, and then we'll ask for your scores, because Diana is very whizzy on the keyboard, and we'll keep running
no pressure
total
there.
So you know how you're doing, and we'll display that occasionally. So, you know, scores on the live chat on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, and you can just chat away be silly on the live chat as well if you want. At the end of each round of questions, if you quickly throw in any that you want repeated, we'll try and repeat them, and then we'll try not to get confused with the questions that you want repeating and your scores that will come in shortly after that. Thank you very much for joining us.
There are lots of points available tonight. We've got one round that I think has 3 points for each question. So there are lots of points available. So if you get a bad round, don't worry. There's good rounds coming up where you can get them. I don't know if you want to have a brief rundown of the teams. We've got 11 teams tonight. So we've got the Gingerbreads, who are Lisa, Raymond, Max and Grace.
Oh, good.
We've got More Chocolate Needed, which are Gary and Jane. We've got the Southern Babes, friends of ours from down south in Hampshire. Let's Get Quizzical, which is Roger's sisters and brother. Corona Alone, which is Richard and Denise. The Broomhall duo, Sue and Ray. Sue and Ray, just to let you know, I've put the score sheet alphabetical, and at the moment you're at the top.
Yay!
We've got Fanny and Family, which is Liz, Mike, Dave, Jane, Fanny and Jess. Marsh Lane Massive, which is Nancy, Alice and Ed. The Mid-Table Marvels, Emily and Matt. Maz's Marvellous Maidens, which is Claire Swan and all her chums. Welcome to you, particularly your chums who I don't think have joined us before. And Quizzy Rascals, which is our children, Jack and Polly, Judith and Martin. Welcome to you too. I don't know whether Martin's parents are here tonight. Perhaps they'll let us know. But without further ado, let's get going.
We should be finished by, we always plan to be finished by 9. Not that there's anything good on the telly tonight. I've already looked and it's rubbish on the telly.
Quiz 8.
And this is quiz number 8.
So the first round is a music round. So where is it that, according to the song, music and passion were always the fashion? This is a really easy one if you know the song.
Perhaps Mike and Liz could do us a quick dance to this one.
So where is it, according to the song, that music and fashion were always, music and passion were always the fashion? It's very hard to say that without singing it. Number 2. In 1975, Bohemian Rhapsody was #1 for 9 weeks. It was knocked off this spot by a song with a name that appears in the lyrics of Bohemian Rhapsody. Name that song and that band. Welcome, Mel and Pete. I'll put you on there as well.
Another team. Hello, Mel and Pete.
I assume you'll be Inkling.
Mel and Pete used to own, or were the first owners of our boat that we used to own.
So Bohemian Rhapsody was #1 for 9 weeks. It was knocked off this spot by a song with a name that appears in the lyrics of Bohemian Rhapsody. Name that song and the band that performed it.
Fanny wants to know if we get a video of Mike and Liz dancing to the answer to question one.
I think when you have such a large team, actually the dance has to involve all the team members.
I don't think they're all together. I'm not saying that.
Number 3, which band sang the final countdown? I've got Michael and Ebu, but other than that, I think everybody.
So how many teams? 12?
Yeah.
What are Mel and Pete calling themselves? Inkling?
I assume Inkling. Number 4, who sang the 1965 James Bond theme, Thunderball?
Did I get this right?
No.
No, I got it wrong. We test lots of the questions on each other. This is Dinah's round. And there were lots I didn't get right.
You didn't get right the ones that I really liked, which is always interesting.
Never mind.
Never mind. So number 5, which song begins with the line, "I thought love was only true in fairy tales"? Again, very difficult to say without singing.
Difficult to say without singing. And it makes me think of a film, because I think it was used in a film.
Shush now.
But I'm not going to give the answers away tonight, or try not to.
Shush now. Number 6, rock star David Howell Evans is better known by what name? You don't remember that,
Don't look at me. I don't know.
Number 7, which mathematical symbol was the title of Ed Sheeran's first album in 2011?
So there you are, Jack. There's your first mathematical.
That's your maths question.
Question in. Although apparently Jack's dashing between a party Zoom and quiz Zoom. So.
Very upset that in this world of nothing going on, the only 2 things in his diary clashed. But Polly's very mathematical.
You sure?
Indeed.
Well,
and Martin and Judith know things.
Let's hope so.
This lovely photo. Who is this band? What is the name of this band?
I think Dinah was just typing in men in underwear, and it inspired this question.
Best not search my history. Number 9, Shallow, a duet by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, won the Academy Award for Best Original Song in 2019. Which film soundtrack? Beautiful film, in my opinion.
Yes, we saw it at the Pictures. Do you remember?
Do you remember the Pictures?
When you could go to the Pictures and watch stuff?
I'm sorry for those of you that hate music rounds. Some people like a music round.
Who doesn't like music?
Mel and Pete.
Oh, come on.
I can't even promise you something more academic later.
No, no, probably not.
Number 10. What is the stage name of Anna May Bullock?
See, I don't remember that one either.
You didn't get this right, but then when I told you, and yes, I knew that.
I knew that. Oh, I do know it, yes. Now I know it.
So, any more for any repeats there, please? Could you come up to us if you'd like me to repeat any of those ones?
And is the volume okay? And is the speed of the questions okay? Are you having enough time to argue amongst yourselves, which is part of the fun, isn't it? Particularly when the person who knows the right answer doesn't argue strongly enough. And
that's so annoying.
Goes off in a huff.
So any repeats needed? 5 and 6.
5 and 6 for Cheryl.
Number 5, which song begins with the line, I thought love was only true in fairy tales?
And I'm so tempted to sing it out.
Could do our best dancing. Were you making tea? Some hours ago.
Tea. Sorry.
Number 6, rock star David Howell Evans is better known by what name? Any other repeats, or are the rest of you okay? Let us know if you're okay or given up already. Hate music questions. Thought you were a Zoom dance class. Any of the above? Right, if there's no more repeats, we'll press on to the answers. And the answer, number 1. Where is it that music and passion are always the fashion? It's at the Copacabana, north of Havana. Copacabana.
Anyway, how many points do they get for that?
You can have 1 point. It's Copacabana.
Everybody knows it's Barry Manilow.
The point is for Copacabana. Number 2, the song that replaced Bohemian Rhapsody and was in Bohemian Rhapsody lyrics was Mamma Mia by ABBA. See, I liked that question.
Well, it had
Mamma Mia,
2
Mamma
favourite
Mia.
bands and a good film.
Number 3, Europe sang the final countdown. This is our We Still Love Europe moment.
We're catching up, yeah.
Number 4.
But we have had the final countdown.
Who sang the 1965 James Bond theme? It was Sir Tom Jones.
Oh.
Not whoever you said it was Birdie Chassis, didn't you?
Birdie Chassis, I thought. It's always a good guess, Birdie Chassis, for James Bond films.
Number 5, I thought love was only true in fairy tales. I'm a Believer by the Monkees.
I think it was used in Shrek.
It was used in Shrek. In fact, people of our children's generation would think that's where it came from.
Shrek.
So 1 point for I'm a Believer and 1 point for the Monkees. So 2 points you can have for that one.
Is that 2 points for 2? Can't even remember what 2 was.
Yes, Mamma Mia and ABBA was 2 points.
2 points for Mamma Mia and ABBA, yes. If you got them both.
1 for I'm a Believer and the Monkees. That's 2 for number 5. Number 6. David Howell Evans is better known as The Edge, the guitarist in U2.
Oh.
You should know that. You used to like U2 when you were younger.
I still like U2.
The mathematical symbol of Ed Sheeran's first album was a plus.
A plus sign, apparently.
Plus sign, apparently. Number 8. Those lovely young men in their boxers are Take That.
Can you name them all?
No, that's not part of the question. Thank you.
Yeah.
But Gary Barlow with blonde hair, that's a bit of a thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Airbrushed.
And Robbie Williams without all those tattoos.
Yeah.
Number 9, Shallow was from A Star Is Born, the latest making of that film. Not quite as good as Barbara Streisand, but you can't have it all, can you? And number 10, the stage name of Anna Mae Bullock was Tina Turner. So, get your scores in, please.
So what's next round?
Don't know, can't remember.
No, I can't remember.
Can't remember.
right, this. I thought love was only true. I've got something from Emily.
Claire Swan, 9 for Maz's marvellous Whatsits. Mel, that's brilliant. 4, you see, it could have been a lot worse.
Mid-table marbles got 5.
Great.
10 out of 12, says Polly. There were more than 12 points.
Let's Quizzy Rascals. 10 for Quizzy Rascals.
Yes. 10
Gary, 7 for more chocolate needed.
Corona alone got 9, according to them. Cheryl, 8 for Quizzicals. The gingerbread's got 8. Steve, the Nichols.
So Quizzicals 8.
Quizzicals 8.
Yeah. Steve Nichols.
Steve Nichols 8. Gingerbread's 8. Alice the Annihilator, who is the Marsh Lane Massive, got 6, and 11 for Fanny and Family.
And the Broomhall duo we're waiting
2.
for. Oh!
1 point each. Well done.
Well, depending obviously on how I list the table, you could still be at the top, Broomhall duo, which is what we're aiming for. Okay, let's go straight on to the second round. So Roger wants to introduce this.
I happen to have picked up this lovely book of aerial photographs from the world, and it's got a photo for every single day, but I've picked out 10 lovely photos and some associated questions.
Polly, okay, I'll update that. Okay.
So, if you're ready, have you got all the scores?
Yeah, got all the scores.
Okay.
That's your question. You've got to ask away.
So there are 2 pictures, and I want to know the 2 countries that they're in. They're in different countries. And for an extra point, the image on the right, I think hopefully you can all see that they're planes, but can you tell me what type of planes they are? So there's 3 points up for grabs, 2 points for 2 different countries, and 1 point for the name of the planes. And this lovely sunny photograph with a nice shadow in the background. So the name of this famous valley, and in which 2 states is its national park?
So are you after the name of the national park, or are you after the name of the states, or are you after, what are you after?
I'm after what I've asked for, which is the name of this famous valley.
Yeah. Which
is also the name of a national park.
Oh, okay. And the 2 states.
And the 2 states that the national park is in. The states might give it a clue to.
So that's another 3 points.
That's another 3-pointer. The next one is a very simple question and has only 1 point. Tell me which city that is. So question 3 is very simply the name of the city. Simply says, okay.
That's me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's okay for me. Number 4. So the name of this mausoleum, and who famously sat alone here in 1992. So the name, and so 2 points again, the name of this mausoleum, and who infamously sat alone here in 1992.
I got this one right.
Dinah got this one right.
I didn't get all of these right by a long stretch. Okay. I got this one right.
Oh, yeah, I was really amazed. That's because we put it out of place, didn't I? Just tell us the name of this building and which city is it in.
So that's another 2-pointer.
Another 2-pointer. Rather beautiful building. Question 6. Can you tell us the name of this white horse and in which county is it? So a lot of points in this round. So the name of the horse, the name of the white horse. Which
Dobbin.
county is it? It's not Dobbin.
Number 7.
You might have to look closely at this one. So I want to know what is happening in this image. What can you see going on? And in which country is it?
Wasn't that our 1st of January picture? It was right near the beginning.
No, I don't think it was 1st of January.
Okay.
It was
Right up there.
it's the 18th of August.
Oh, you've seen that one? Oh, no, so we were flicking through.
The book,
Okay, yeah.
Flick through the book.
Number 8.
Number 8, rather beautiful urban design. And it's they are, in case you can't quite tell, they're circular housing estates. And just very simply, which country are they in?
One without a lot of cars, you'd think.
I think there are. Well, there is a road and you can drive into the centre of each of them.
But there aren't any cars in the middle of each one.
No, I don't know where they park.
It'd be rather nice if there weren't, and that was a central shared
But
area.
isn't that beautiful from above?
Mm. Nice. Number 9.
Number 9. Oh, another which country? Which country is this? Ooh. Which country is this monolithic church?
That's a 1-pointer.
Yeah, it's a 1-pointer. Which country is this monolithic church? Again, rather beautiful in its own strange way. But way out of order.
There's only one that is out of order. And that's because we changed one.
Oh, did we drop one?
Yeah, you didn't have a picture. Your picture was rubbish and I rejected it.
It was rejected.
And number 10.
Oh, yes. Well, I can make that. Where is that? Simple as that. Where
1
is
point?
that? Yeah, just 1 point.
So I think this round is out of 19. Lots of points on this round. So would anybody like any of those repeated? I'm imagining those pictures looking quite nice on a big television, aren't you?
I don't know if people watching on televisions or on tablets or computers. Or who knows? 6 for Cheryl.
Always number 6, Cheryl.
That one.
This featured in one of the Cormoran Strike books.
Did it? It must have featured in the
television one.
Must have featured in the TV version as well.
Anybody else want any repeats?
7 for Gary. More chocolate, please.
Number 7. Oh, is this one?
Are you still eating Christmas chocolate, Gary?
Roger's nearly finished the Christmas cake.
Oh, and Cheryl meant 7, although
What?
she put 6. Chocolate, you mean the Christmas cake?
Yeah, so you've nearly finished Christmas cake, haven't you?
Yes.
One piece left.
1 piece. Half a robin, and
Apparently my delicate robins needed to be chopped in half.
yeah, it's too much.
And Lisa would like number 5. So if you had enough of number 7, I'll scroll to number 5. That's number 5. I've never been here, but I've obviously
Seen other pictures.
seen a picture of it and thought it would be a good place to go.
I imagine that somebody
Was drunk when they started building it.
I imagine that Liz has been. I'd be amazed if Liz hasn't been there.
Pete and Mel, they're well travelled.
Well, Pete and Mel they haven't been to Liverpool yet.
That's true.
They can't go this year, not yet.
That's true. Right, any more for any more?
No, we've
run out. Hence needing more chocolate.
Ah,
Okay, shall I swiftly go to the answers?
yeah, let's go to the answers.
There you go.
So the tank graveyard is in Kuwait, and the B-52 bombers are in the USA.
So the points are for Kuwait, B-52s and USA.
3 points. So the tanks are in a graveyard they've finished with. The B-52s are just parked up, but I don't suppose they fly them as often as they used to.
Number 2.
Monument Valley in Utah and Arizona. So some points there for Cheryl, and
Cheryl's been there.
I'm sure Cheryl's been there.
Number 3. Been here.
Venice, clearly showing the Grand Canal. Is it Grand Canal? Grand. No, not the Grand Union. The Grand Canal.
The Grand Union Canal.
It's not the Grand Union Canal.
Number 4.
Oh, we're flying through these.
Well, you've either got them or you haven't, have you?
Taj Mahal, and it was Princess Diana.
Number 5. It's the Guggenheim.
In Bilbao.
I don't know what's in the Guggenheim.
It's a museum. So
Of what?
Probably art. And, I don't know. No idea. Liz will tell us. What's in the Guggenheim, Liz?
Waiting for Liz to tell us what's in the Guggenheim, but we'll get to that. Number 6.
It's the Uffington White Horse, which is in Oxfordshire. So there's only 2 points there, yes.
1 for Uffington White Horse and 1 for Oxfordshire. Number 7.
I was tempted to do the Cernabis Giant, but...
Number 7.
That's cattle ranching in Japan.
And Cernabis Giant isn't in your book.
Oh, I think it is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Cattle ranching. They're really interesting. So these are animals and farm animals and all those different stories, but clearly very intensive farming in Japan.
But there's another very similar photo in the book of a driving range in America, which is a high-rise driving range.
Wow.
Bonkers.
Number 8.
That's Sealand in Denmark, who are beautiful town planning.
Number 9.
Is Ethiopia, the monolithic, very early Christian church.
And number 10, especially for Fanny.
Yeah,
the Louvre.
She didn't get that.
Okay, so scores on the doors, please.
Okay, it's going to come flying in. How are we doing for?
You're doing all right.
8 o'clock, yeah, we're doing.
Liz hasn't been there.
No.
That's amazing.
Well, it might not be that amazing because I'm assuming Bilbao's in Spain. But,
well done, Inkling. It's 11 for Inkling.
Oh, 11 for...
Polly for Quizzy, 11 for the Quizzy Rascals.
Let's get Quizzical. 12.
Okay.
Which is John and Cheryl.
Mazzy's Marvellous Maidens, 10. Well done.
Gingerbread's 12. Steve Nichols, which is Southern Babes, is 15.
Oh,
Top score, Steve.
Mid-Teen Marvels, 13.
Can't see it.
Fanny and
Mid-Table
Family, we're
Marvels.
still waiting for.
MCM.
Oh, 10 points for the Fanny band. Was that the first round? Yes, 10.
10 points. And Gary got 7. If you remember,
That was first round.
And
The second round, more chocolate.
Yeah.
7 ago.
7.
Yeah. Okay. Marsh Lane Massive, Alice.
That'll come in 8. Now I can see it.
Broomhall Duo.
6.
And
Yay.
Corona Alone, have you got on your phone?
Corona Alone. 10.
Well done. Good scores. Good scores.
Mid-Table Marvels, you got 13, yeah?
Yeah.
So the Southern Babes did very well in that round.
Southern Babes are in the lead, followed by Fanny and Family, followed by Quizzy Rascals, Gingerbreads, and Let's Get Quizzical, all on third place.
It's not a lot in it, really.
No.
It's only 4 points amongst the top 6 teams.
So nothing in it. Broomhall Duo, have you been joined by Family tonight, or are you the duo, or are you joined? I see scores. Hey, okay. Right. So the next round is general knowledge. So as if the last one wasn't general knowledge, really. But let's see how you go on these.
So, yeah, what's been postponed for the third time and now won't be seen until October 2021, or hopefully 2021.
Are you after a specific? I didn't wait to the answer.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing. They either know it or they don't. It's
True.
been in the news yesterday. I think
True.
It was in the news. Which magical illusion was celebrated or is celebrated its 100th birthday this month? The magic community, I don't know if they got together, as it were, but
It's not something to try at home.
not something to try at home. Which magical illusion celebrated its 100th birthday?
I think this is quite obscure general knowledge, this one.
Well, it's got a local thing.
That's it?
Yeah, because it,
Okay. Yeah, don't keep on.
first time it ever happened was...
Was it in Nantwich?
No, it wasn't in Nantwich. No. It was in the north of England somewhere. I can't remember where. So there's a restaurant in France, and it's...
Why do you not read the question?
It's ONA is a French restaurant and has been awarded a Michelin star, so really good for them. But why is this a first? Why is it a first? Where my notes have gone.
Well, you had notes in so many different
There it
places.
is.
Yeah, I know.
Well, if you work out what ONA stands for, it'll give you a clue.
Yes, well, let's not. Number 3.
Melina has been reported missing, presumed dead, sadly. This week, early this week. Where's that from? I haven't got a picture for the answer for this one.
No.
Oh, well. And question 5, what have border staff in the Netherlands been seizing from British truck drivers' lunchboxes? Another top news article this week.
Another top Brexit article.
You give it away.
Number 6.
So
I like this one.
You like this one. There's a playground has won a Design of the Year award for last year, 2020. Where is it? So there's a certain playground who won the Design of the Year award 2020. Where is it?
Number 7. What links these items? So you've got...
Don't tell them, they can see them.
6 things.
6 things.
I'll give you a few moments for that one so you can take in what you've got and what you think. Just those 2. Don't think. No, don't remember.
Okay, that's long enough. Moving on.
Who this week said, if we merge mercy with might and might with right, then love becomes our legacy and change our children's birthright?
Very profound.
If we merge mercy with might and might with right, then love becomes our legacy and change our children's birthright.
There's going to be a break after this.
Well, we're about right time, wasn't we? Number 9.
Police have recovered a 500-year-old stolen painting in a cupboard in Naples. What's unusual about this story?
Polizia.
Polizia. The person in the picture isn't wearing a mask, are they?
Outrageous.
And
Potentially.
They're not 2 meters apart either.
Potentially, yeah, but they're wearing masks, so they're all right for the 1 meter plus, aren't they?
Oh, well,
She says.
Scruffy looking bunch.
No hats.
No hats.
Where's the hats? Wouldn't have happened in our day.
Wouldn't have happened in our day. No.
And finally, what links sergeant, nurse, teacher, and constable in that order? Sergeant, nurse, teacher, and constable. Okay, so any repeats wanted from those?
I haven't checked the veracity of that one. It's just a question I found somewhere.
Oh.
But there's a huge danger in finding questions places.
Yeah, there is.
Without checking them.
So would anybody like any more of those or any of those repeated?
Are you going to do the dress up challenge?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's all right. Oh, because that would
Yes, it would.
That would give it away, wouldn't it?
So anybody want any of those repeated? Or you all okay? Do I take your silence?
7.
Please.
Cheryl always.
Are you sure you don't?
Seven.
It's 6, Cheryl? It's normally 6. 7. What links these items?
7 for Cheryl.
Anybody else want any repeats? I'm going to take that as a no, and I'm going to move down the answers. So it's the new James Bond film, No Time to Die, that's been postponed for the 3rd time and now won't be seen until October next year.
So it was made in 2014, finished in 2019, and they were going to release it in April, and then they were going to release it in October, and then they said they'd release it in this April anyway.
What are you after points wise? What do they get a point for here, please?
No Time to Die, James Bond film.
Is that 1 point for
1 point.
knowing it was a James Bond film?
No, it's yeah.
Okay. Number 2. Apparently,
Sawing a Woman in Half is 100 years old.
I obviously took offence that it was a woman that was being sawn in half.
Have we ever seen a man sawn in half?
Well, I've never seen a woman sawn in half because it's an illusion.
It's an illusion.
But I take exception.
That's why I said it was an illusion.
Number 3. O&A is a vegan restaurant, and this is the first vegan restaurant to get a Michelin star.
And apologies for my French pronunciation, but the ONA stands for Origine Non Animale. There you go, Fanny. Origine Non Animale.
Number 4, Merlina has been reported missing. It was a raven from the Tower of London. Presumed dead.
Presumed dead. She was known as the Queen Raven, or the Queen of Ravens.
She's been in charge of the roost. Number 5. So the border staff in the Netherlands have been seizing ham sandwiches and sausage rolls, so meat products from the British truck drivers' lunch boxes in the Netherlands.
Because they haven't got the right paperwork for bringing in meat products.
Not allowed.
Not allowed.
So if you're a lorry driver, you can't have ham sandwiches.
Well, I don't know. Anyway.
Number 6, this rather beautiful playground are seesaws that are on the Mexico-USA border and rather beautifully put in so that the kids either side of the border wall that Trump built can play on the seesaws. So rather beautiful thing to come out of something so horrible.
Because in places, the wall isn't actually a wall. It's a very tall fence with gaps.
And
so they
this
could
fence.
put the seesaws through the gaps.
It's rather beautiful, apart from the fact it's pink, but, you know.
Well,
7, these things have in common. These were the original Monopoly tokens. So back in the 20s, I think we decided it started, can't remember. But it was a battleship, a cannon, a top hat, a boot, a iron, and a thimble. Was the word I was searching for.
1935 it was.
Number 8, this was part of the wonderful poem by Amanda Gorman that she recited this week at the presidential inauguration.
Yes.
And if you've not listened to it, it really is worth listening to. It's beautiful, and very powerful.
It's printed in full in today's Guardian. If you want.
It is. Number 9. What's unusual about this story is that the art gallery didn't know that this painting had been stolen until the police recovered it, because the museum's been shut.
Yeah.
For months.
So nobody had been in the room where it was hanging for months and months and months.
So didn't know. And number 10, what links Sergeant, Nurse, Teacher and Constable? They were the first 4 Carry On films. Carry On Sergeant, Carry On Nurse, Carry On Teacher and Carry On Constable. And the next one was Carry On Regardless. So we quite like that one. So if you'd like to send in your scores, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
Of points. We haven't counted them.
I haven't counted how many points there were available for that one. So
9 for, hold on, is this just coming in? 7 for Polly.
7?
9 for Steve Nichols. Let's get quizzical. 8.
Oh, Southern Bells. How many? Sorry, Steve.
9.
9.
Bells.
Mid-Table Marvels, 13.
Corona Lane, 7. Emily, 6.
13? Eh? I'll go 5, 13.
Mid-Table Marvels, 30. Emily,
Oh, no,
6.
6. Yeah, no, they are Mid-Table Marvels.
Who?
I put them in the wrong column. I was putting 13 for this round when it was last round. Sorry. Mel and Inkling had 8. So have we got Fanny and family?
8 for Fanny.
Have we got gingerbreads?
Gingerbread's 8. Cheryl says, how do you get 13?
No, they didn't get 13. I was confused. Corona alone, sorry, how many? You're the only one that gets Corona alone.
7. No, 13 was a mistake. Nobody's got 13.
No, they have this me. Maz's Marvelous Maidens. I've no idea what it was out of, Mel. Sorry.
Lost track.
Claire. 10. Oh, was that
2
10?
of us. Broomhall, just the 2 of us. Broomhall duo 5. That comes up.
Marsh, Alice. Have we got Alice's? Alice 8.
8 for LMLM.
More chocolate. That was 8. So have we got? We haven't got Marsh Lane Massive, and we haven't got Maz's Marvelous Medicine.
Gary 8.
Oh, Claire 5.
Claire Swan 5.
And Gary 8.
Yeah.
No, yeah. How about Alice? We haven't got Alice.
Alice 8.
Was that this round? Or was that like 8?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. So I can tell you the scores. So in first place, we still have the Southern Babes.
Can you put it up?
On 32. I can put this up, she says, rather hopefully. Don't know how big that comes up, but it is up. But it's got Southern Babes on first place with 32. Fanny and Family in second place with 29. The Gingerbreads and Let's Get Quizzical on 28. Quizzy Rascals 27. Corona Alone 26. And it just goes down gently, but it's not a lot between.
Ooh.
Quite close, isn't it? Come on, Sue and Ray. You need a few more points. We might have to give you some bonus points. So that's where that is. So we need to do the break. We'll have a quick break, and we have a challenge for you. And today's challenge is Roger's challenge, really. Oh, that's the answer. I didn't write it down. Right, so go on. What's the challenge?
Right, it's the RSPB Great Big Bird Watch next weekend in the garden. But the figures for last year are available. So what we'd like you to do is to write down the top 10 most seen birds in British gardens last time they did this survey. So there's 10 points available for the top 10 birds.
And you're
in your gardens, and you've got 10 minutes because we'll be back at 8:30 to
on
finish.
our clock, and our clock says it's 19 minutes past now, so it's 11 minutes. Top 10 birds that were spotted in people's gardens across
While
the
you
UK.
get yourselves a drink and a nibble and a dash to the wee or whatever.
Dash to the loo.
If you'd like, for extra points, to dress up very quickly as a bird, best fancy dressed bird, that is winged variety. That's challenged. Send us a photo, then we'll put them all out later.
Do you remember our Christmas party when we did the 12 days of Christmas?
Vaguely.
And we had 4 of our male friends came as 4 calling birds.
Yeah, in fishnet stockings, but anyway.
And our next door neighbour followed one of them around the house all evening, not realising that it was a bloke because he has such attractive legs.
Apparently.
Gorgeous. Well, this long thin sled that Phil had lovely legs.
Anyway. So, yeah, enjoy yourselves. Jot down 10 names of birds and...
Job's a good one.
Job's a good one. 2 more rounds to go. Are you going to leave it?
No, there's nothing there.
No, there's nothing there.
They can see us.
They can see us. Do you want a drink there?
Oh, I'd love a cup of tea.
You don't want a gin?
No, I'm too tired for that. Well, you ate too much then.
Quarter of a panda squash.
You getting on? Getting on at me? Thank you. I'll give you. Oh, so tonight, Emily, tonight's fun and games for Roger. Oh, it's always more difficult to find the camera.
She's not watching. She'd be drinking wine, probably.
It's quite difficult to hold it. You look as though you're slightly drunk when you're trying to wiggle it around. Right.
Big measure, actually.
We don't have to drink it all. Right. Did we want to know what that was out of? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What's that? 10?
Yeah. So I reckon that last round was out of 10.
Oh, so Southern Babes still.
Southern Babes are out there.
They've come back and they're after that.
Yeah, after the prize again. Quizzy Rascals.
So if the prize was chocolate, how far down is needs more chocolate?
Needs more chocolate, quite a long way down for more chocolate. Yeah, more chocolate needed. You're going to do better. You have to do better to get chocolate.
Mm. That is good.
Is that nice?
Yeah, it's very honey.
Try a bit. Have you got anything with it?
No.
It's very sweet.
Mm.
Oh, don't put that in it. Surely. Really? Okay. Okay. You drowned it now.
Oh, it's Jack Daniels.
Wasn't it a Jack Daniels whiskey?
Emily is typing.
Oh.
Are our scores correct on your sheet? We've scored 5, 13 and 6. Put whatever you want in your drink.
Yeah, 5, 13 and 6, 24.
Yeah, you're right, Emily.
13.
Cheers.
Just warm the back of your throat.
What's happening here? Because I've lost the...
I have no idea what you've lost.
Lost the chat.
Because you've made it big. There you go.
Fine.
So are you having a good evening, everybody? Are you keeping up?
Oh, look.
Anything too difficult?
You're going to put your penguin on. Can't be bothered. Will it fit on me? No. Where is it?
Got my wardrobe.
How long have I got?
You've got 6 minutes. Don't break it. Love him. So I haven't had any pictures of fancy dress come flooding in yet. I don't think. Are none of you up for the challenge of a bird outfit? Oh, I hope this is good, Mel. I hope this is good. So the contribution of, I'm sure this is a Christmas cracker joke. How does a frog feel when he has a broken leg? Unhappy. I like that one. That's one of the better ones. Mike, you're there tonight. Are you not contributing any cracker jokes to the proceedings during the break? Richard, I'm not sure that is you dressed as an owl. Good picture, Polly. Oh, now are we getting some pictures in of birds?
It doesn't work. I can't wear it.
Is it too small? No, it doesn't. You can't. No. No. Can you get it off?
Well, let me put the arms on. Keep your feet warm.
I've got my feet in me.
Oh, failed miserably. Got your photos come in?
Yeah.
Have you?
Claire Swan. Look.
Claire Swan.
Blackbird. You've got 2 on your phone.
Ah, well done, Pauls.
I can save that one. I've got that one. There's one from Richard that I think is not entirely correct. But it had the same sort of reaction as I did. So you can send that one to me if you want. So, and Mel's sending me jokes.
Jokes?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So how does a frog feel when he has a broken leg? Unhoppy.
Fantastic.
Elton John has bought a treadmill for his pet rabbit. It's a little fit bunny. So we've had 3 pictures. No, there is no cracker aspect that you're missing, Polly, but, you know, all contributions warmly accepted.
I'm sure Michael's got a joke for us.
Oh, got a picture of a red breast here.
Oh, dear.
Red breast, a black swan, a blue tit, a crested Liz, and a putty wren great tit.
There's obviously been more alcohol drunk elsewhere.
Yes, I think some people are drinking more than others. Right, let's give you the list of, otherwise we're not going to get through. We're going to get and there's 10 points up for grabs here. So these are...
Easy points.
If I can make this work.
You can just...
These are the points.
Should be the big challenge, not the break challenge. House sparrows, starlings, blue tits, wood pigeons, any pigeon really, blackbird, goldfinch, great tit, robin, long-tailed tit, and magpie. So no points for crows, no points for ravens.
Owls.
Owls, no points. Cuckoos, no points. Ducks, no points. Well, lots of gardens probably wet enough for ducks at the moment. We're going to see those. Yes, you'll see all the pictures. They'll all be collaged.
I'll collage them up
Shortly.
Give me a moment. It just takes a moment.
If you still want to send pictures in, we can...
I think I've just been sent some coots.
Yes, no coots, more hens, dressed as an owl. So yeah, just have a quick score up of your garden birds and send us in your scores for garden birds. So, here's a joke. I'm going to blame Matt for this joke. Apparently, instead of doing the clap for the NHS, we're now going to do a clap for delivery drivers. I'm not sure exactly when, but it's sometime between 9 and 5. Funny. Thank you, Matt. Sparrow. No, Sparrow is there, Polly.
10. Mel and Pete got 10. They could do that one.
Well done.
Right.
Corona Loan 7. Quizzicals. Let's get Quizzicals 9. Lisa's team Gingerbread 7. Steve Nichols 7. Oh, he slipped. People catching up with you there, Steve. Gary and the Rev Chocolate is 9. MLM
Marsh Massive.
Yeah, is 8 for the birds.
Yeah.
Marsh Lane Massive. 6, I think, for Quizzicals. Corona Loan 7.
6 for Quizzicals. Who do you mean by Quizzicals?
Holly.
Oh, so Quizzy Rascals.
Quizzy Rascals. Corona Loan 7. Emily got 7.
Fanny and Family?
Haven't got that yet, I don't think, unless you get that score. The Broomhall Duo 8. Well done, Broomhall Duo.
Oh, 7 for Mid-Table Marvels. Polly 6. So I'm missing Fanny at Liz. Fanny, have we got a score from you for the birds? And a score from Claire. We need a score from Claire for how many birds you had. And
5. I've got.
For Claire. No, was that last one?
Oh no, that was ages ago. No, that was last score.
How about Broomhall Duo? How many did
8.
they? 8. Well done. Right, and so we had pictures. I need to add points on for pictures as well. So I'm missing Fanny and Family score for how many birds you got, I think. And I'm missing a score from Claire Swan for how many birds they had out of the 10. If you'd like to send them in, we're going to go on to our next round. Otherwise, we'll run out of time. So our next round is about lockdown UK travelling. So we can't travel at the moment, and foreign travel's looking a bit dodgy for even when things get a bit better. So we thought we'd take a look at lockdown travelling in the UK. So
Fanny's claiming 10. Claiming 10 for the birds.
10. Okay. Right, where is the National Science and Media Museum? This is all about UK. Can you do that?
Yeah, sure. Question 2, which is the UK's largest national park? Funny shouting on chat. I said we got 10. Who else were you looking for?
Claire Swan.
Claire's probably drunk. Having too good a time. Cuckoo Land is a museum dedicated to what?
I thought I was what?
Communicating with Claire.
Yeah, she's been doing Messenger, but she hasn't.
For us die. That was much earlier on.
Yeah, I think that was earlier.
So Cuckoo Land is a museum dedicated to what? Number 4, which British company, once based in Margate, and they still got a visitor centre in Margate, returned a profit in 2020 after a lockdown sales boom. Lockdown sales boom. So it's a company, a long-standing British company that for years has made a loss, and in 2020 made a profit for the first time, and used to be based in Margate. Quick joke via Mike. My wife wants to get rid of my Buddy Holly records. That'll be the day.
That'll be the day when you say goodbye.
The Bluebell Railway runs for 11 miles in which counties? One of the heritage steam type railway lines. That's question 5. 10 for the birds for Claire.
Oh, well done, Claire.
I like
Yes.
Multi-level plugs in the photo.
Yes, darling.
Question 6. Which national park has the most coastline? Question 7. Where can you see the Magna Carta?
This is a multi-point answer.
Yes, not to give it away, but there's more than one of them. So there's more than one place where you could go and see them. That makes any sense? Not where was it signed at the bottom.
Ho, 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 ho.
Question 8. Who's planning to spend 3 days in Carbis Bay in Cornwall in June this year? And it's going to be lots of people, but there's only 1 point. Who's planning to holiday in Cornwall in June? What's that picture? Question 9. Which 2 cities does the Roman road Watling Street connect?
I got this wrong.
Yes, Diana had never ever heard of Watling Street. Goodness me, it looks wet there.
Coots. It's not everyone that will get that.
No, not everybody will get that. And question 10, who first swam the English Channel in 1875? Might be the only way of getting to France, surely.
Is that another Brexit comment?
Yeah, it could be.
Oh.
You've got to twist that one around.
Yeah, I don't know do it on that.
So, anybody want those repeating?
It's not really fancy dress, it has to be said, this picture. But it does look quite homemade.
We've not exactly risen to the challenge.
Well, I could rise to the challenge.
You can find a picture of you wearing it.
Right, that's there.
Throw them up now for a few minutes.
Yeah. Does anyone want you to repeat the questions?
Number 4, Cheryl.
So we've got points.
Which British company, once based in Margate, returned a profit in 2020 after several years of making a loss because of a lockdown sales boom?
Boom.
Sales boom. We've had a similar question before, and that was about
Zoom.
Oh, Zoom. And there was a food stuff that got mentioned. What was that about? Oh, whether it was a substantial meal.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And just for old time's sake, we'll do 7 again. Where can you see the Magna Carta? Oh no, got another joke coming.
Oh no, I know.
So that's what we've had, the Elton John course. Rabbit a treadmill.
We've had that one.
Little,
I've said that and you've remembered it and passed it on to us again.
It's a little fit, I
bunny.
understand it now. It's a little fit bunny.
Right, are we going on to the answers?
Yeah, let's go to the answers.
So the National Science and Media Museum is in Bradford, not one that we've been to.
Not that far away. Do good curry there as well. In Bradford, not in the museum.
In the museum. Yeah. UK's largest national park is the Cairngorms in lovely Scotland.
We'll go.
We will go. We got there briefly last year and we'll go again this year, hopefully. Number 3, Cuckoo Land is a museum dedicated to clocks.
And it's not far away. It's in Knutsford.
That could be like the York Railway Museum, one of those.
It could be a day trip.
And the Keswick Pencil Museum, one
Which
of those
is closed,
museums. I know.
Polly told us.
Yeah, sad days. Number 4, Hornby Railway Modelling Company. Clearly, all the railway buffs have started buying loads and loads of train bits for whilst they've been in lockdown. We've got a friend that's probably bought lots of train bits from there. Richard's brother, older brother.
Yes, Richard's older brother.
The Bluebell Railway runs for 11 miles. In which counties? It's East and West Sussex. Should have been an easy one for Cheryl. Number 6, the national park with the most coastline is the Pembrokeshire Coast National Park. And very beautiful it is too.
Not been, have we?
Number 7, where can you see the Magna Carta? 3, in the UK, Salisbury Cathedral, Lincoln Castle, and in the British Museum.
Which has 2. There are 4.
Oh, the 4. Okay.
There are 4.
But 3 locations.
3 locations.
Number 8. The G7 delegates will be spending 3 days in Carbis Bay in Cornwall in June this year, all being well.
So,
Place to be. Number 9, the Roman Road Watling Street connects London and Chester.
so 2 points there, London and Chester.
Okay. And number 10, who first swam the English Channel in 1875? It was Captain Matthew Webb. So if you'd like to get your scores in, that would be simply wonderful.
He used to be on Matchboxes, Captain Webb.
And whilst you're getting those in, I will open and just show you the bonus point photos if I can. James says the answer to the Magna Carta question is absolute rubbish. I don't judge, I don't know.
Well, I even researched that one, James. So
Unfortunately,
stick it in your pipe.
we're right.
Got point 9 for Let's Get Quizzical, which is Cheryl.
There you go. So, pressing too many buttons all the way. So this was a blackbird. So 9 from who? Sorry, was that?
Let's Get Quizzical, Cheryl 9. Lots of model making. Oh, Hornby also own Airfix. Lots of model making going on.
Yeah.
Steve Nichols 9. Alice the Annihilator 7. You can work out.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. The Gingerbread 6. Will that move on?
No, only if you press the button.
That's Polly.
It's obviously a robin.
Redbreast, yes. Gary, the Chocolates 3. I'll leave that photo for a little bit for you to look at. Broomhall Duo 5. Fanny's saying they got a humble 3 points on that round.
Emily got 9.
So very mixed bag, but I think.
Mel and Pete got 9.
Well done, Mel and Pete.
Quizzy Rascals 5.
Did you not read The Guardian today, or was that a different round?
Claire Swan. Claire, could you let me know how many birds you got in the bonus round, please?
And Mel got 11.
Yeah.
Come in on that.
So I'm after Fanny's score.
3.
Is that all?
3, yeah.
Really?
They're throwing it away.
We know, Mel, you got 11. So Corona Alone and Broomhall Duo I'm after.
Sorry.
Claire, oh, you got 10 out of 10 for the birds.
Corona Alone 7. Yeah, I told you that.
You didn't.
Corona Alone got 7.
Right.
Emily got.
Right, Broomhall Duo I'm after now is the only one I'm missing. Kyle, Broomhill Duo 5.
Yes.
Right, which takes us into the last round. There are loads and loads of points in the last round. So strictly speaking, those that are in last position could be first. So let me just put that closed down. Oh, this is all going a bit wrong.
I don't know if I showed all the pictures yet.
No, I don't think you did. So we're going to the last round if we can.
People hang on for 5 minutes.
If I can find it. Lost the quiz. Lost the quiz. Lost the quiz. It's gone. Bum bum bum.
Lockdown UK.
Yeah, here we go.
Channel. Oh, this is your round. So.
My round. Okay. Got it.
Right, we're quizzing again.
So this round was in celebration of our wonderful NHS. And we're going to be naming the doctor.
And David's birthday.
And it was also David's birthday. I was getting to that, but okay. So this is all about naming the doctor. So these are doctors from screens. They're not up, which is interesting. I'm obviously not sharing the screen. So let me try that again. If I press the right button, it might work. Ah, is that better? What?
You don't want to know.
I do. Is it Polly?
I reckon you can pull face in the background without Mum noticing.
Was that Polly or Jack?
Polly, I think.
Thank you. So we're naming the doctors. So lots of points. Each of these has 3 points. We're looking for. Well, you'll see from the first one. So I want to know who is the character's name, what is the program, and who is the actor?
Actor.
Oh, you've learned a lesson there.
An actor. He is an actor. And we don't want to know what he's planning to do with that gloved hand. Fanny is fighting for bonus points.
Why are they wanting bonus points?
Because they've got a doctor in their team.
Well, he might appear. You missed the quiz when David was there all the time. So number 2, name the character, the program, and the actor. One of our very favourite programmes that was, wasn't it? Very fond memories of this. I don't know that the kids will remember that.
No,
I think that was something we watched, not with them. So number 3. One of Roger's favourite doctors.
Used to be.
I can remember being subjected to watching this when we were young. What's the programme? What's the character? Who's the actor? Number 4. Now, this one's very old. I don't actually remember watching this at all, do you?
No, I didn't watch it. I would know it then.
And actually, arguably, there's only 2 points for this question.
Yes, there are only 2 points.
In fact, there are 2 when there are only 2 points, I believe.
Yeah.
If not 3. Thinking about it. Number 5. Now, I've never watched this, but I would know the character's name. I wouldn't know the actor if I hadn't looked it up.
I'd be astounded if anybody knows the actor's name.
Emily wants to know, are you sure you two are going to Carbis Bay?
Well,
We could go, couldn't we?
it's Cornwall. You don't like Cornwall?
Yeah, I'm not keen really. Foe Mountain. Number 6. There are 3 points available for this.
Yes.
The program name, the character name, and the actor. Although he goes to some rather lovely parts of Cornwall, doesn't he?
Mm.
Number 9.
7.
How about you go 7? I would say 2 points for this one.
Yes, only 2 points.
Number 8. I would only get.
I'd only got 1 point for this.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are 3 available.
But I'd get 2 when I looked it up. And I'd only get 2. So. Number 9. If you don't know this name, you can have a jolly good guess and we'd be quite keen to hear your answers.
Keen to hear the guesses, you know.
Because I'm sure you could be quite creative.
Did anybody get? No,
I'll ask her that now.
Can't say that yet. I can't say that. No.
And number 10.
I'd say 2 points for that as well.
Yeah. So would anybody like any of those repeated? And I think this round is probably out of something like 27. Not if Polly points it out. Anybody want any of those repeated, or are we happy to press on with the answers? I'm going to press the button then. You're all pretty good with this round. So, first one was Dr. Gregory House from the programme House, and it was played by Hugh Laurie. So 3 points for one for Gregory House, 1 for House, 1 for Hugh Laurie. Number 2, this was the character Hawkeye Pierce, and a fantastic series called MASH, and the actor was Alan Alda. Is he still alive? Do you know?
I don't know.
Don't know.
He did
Long time ago.
Long time ago.
Number 3, this was Dr. Leonard H. Bones McCoy, known as Bones, wasn't he, most of the time?
Yep.
Star Trek, and his name, the actor's name was DeForest Kelley, which is quite an unusual name, DeForest.
Mm. Yeah.
Number 4, this was Dr. Kildare, played by Richard Chamberlain, and the series was called Dr. Kildare. So I think there's only 2 points for that, really, don't you? Well, unless anybody knew it was James Kildare. If anybody gets James Kildare, you can have a 3rd point. Number 5, this was Dr. Harold Legg from EastEnders, and he was played by Leonard Fenton. Number 6 was Dr. Martin Ellingham in the series called Doc Martin, and played by Martin Clunes. Number 7, this was Dr. John Dolittle from Dr. Dolittle, played by Eddie Murphy. Oh, beautiful.
Definitely extra points for pictures of cats.
Obviously, extra points for pictures of cats. Number 8, this was Dr. Christina Yang from Grey's Anatomy, not something we've seen, with Sandra Oh, who we know from
Killing Eve.
Killing Eve, yeah. Beautiful picture you sent there, Fanny, and I quite agree. Number 9, I don't know what, we got any creative guesses as to what his name was, but this is Dr. Kenneth Tinkle from Carry On Doctor, played by Kenneth Williams. Wondering whether anybody got the link between Sergeant, Constable, Nurse and Teacher early on and got those Carry On films. My guess would be, if anyone got them, it would be Mike.
Yes.
And number 10.
Last question.
The Doctor. Doctor Who, played by Jodie Whittaker. Obviously could have shown one of many people for that one, but that was the one I chose. Obviously.
So an awful lot of points available there.
Could we recap 4, 5 and 6, the answers, because they lost connection? Yes, I can. While people are counting. 4 was Dr. Kildare, Richard Chamberlain. 5 was Dr. Harold Legg from EastEnders, played by Leonard Fenton. And 6 was Dr. Martin Ellingham.
Right, we've got Polly's score 19.
Okay, let me just go back to there. Right, okay. So scores on the doors, please.
19 for Polly. MCN Gary's Chocolate Team 23. Cheryl's Let's Get Quizzical 23. 19 for the Southern Babes. 27 for Fanny. So there might be an upset.
They've watched too much telly.
Alice,
26 for Claire.
Alice the Annihilator 18 for LMLM.
For
Richard Corona.
Sorry, how many for
22.
Alice? Tell me Alice again. 18.
18. 22 for Corona Alone.
Yeah.
22 for Emily.
Mid-table marvels.
Yeah.
Gingerbreads have we had?
Can't see them yet.
Mel 19. Thought you said it. Yeah, I've got yours, Mel. 22 for
Gingerbread's 18.
And Broomhall Duo we're looking for. Can I what?
Throw some photos up?
Yes.
Broomhall Duo 8.
I took a risk of sorting it before I got their score. So before we close, let me just try and share the last of the photos, because we didn't get to all of them. That's as far as we got, wasn't it? So I can give you the description of these if you'd be interested to see the description. The first picture on top left is a redbreast. On the right is a black swan. Then bottom left is a blue tit. In the middle at the bottom is a crested Liz. And on the right is a petite wren great tit. I believe.
It looks like 3 calling birds.
Indeed. This one was contributed by Richard. It was an owl wearing his glasses, I think.
Yeah.
This is Mel and Pete, our good mates, whose surname happens to be Coot. So this is a pair of coots.
Nerve Coots.
So I think you, this is our Polly being a robin, I believe.
Yeah.
And this was Claire being a,
Well, she could be a swan, but she's a...
Oh, she should have been a swan, in fact, shouldn't she? Should have been a swan.
But she was a blackbird.
But she was a blackbird. She was, you're not wrong.
So extra points for all of those photos.
Extra points went to all of those photos.
Let's see what the scores are then. And then we'll let you get off and enjoy the rest of your evenings.
So these are the final scores.
And have you ranked them?
I have. Why is that not? Is that sharing? Yes, that is sharing. I don't know if you could see. Sorry, I have awful difficulty getting this to come up any bigger. But we have a joint first place.
Wow.
In fact, we've got it very, very close. Very, very, very close from certainly the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is only 7 points between. So in third place, we have Maz's Marvellous Maidens and Inkling in third place on 63. Well done. We have the Southern Babes in second place on 67. And in joint first place, we've got Let's Get Quizzical,
Cheryl.
which is Cheryl and Melinda and John.
And they'd have won if they'd sent a photo.
They didn't send a photo. They didn't send me a photo. And Fanny and Family. So Fanny, obviously, your contribution towards that team is what made the difference. Your first quiz and you've come joint first. So well done. Really appreciate you joining us. We hope you've enjoyed yourself. We've had a wonderful time as ever. If you'd like another one at some stage, please let us know.
A photo from...
Well, they didn't. They're not claiming they've had one.
No. Oh, well done anyway. Well done.
Well done, everybody. You've done really, really well. Cheryl's saying we didn't hear about sending a photo. Well, others did. What can we say, Cheryl? What can we say?
Never mind. Well done.
Thank you very much for joining us. Go enjoy the rest of your evening. And we no doubt will end up doing another one at some other time. But thank you very much for joining us and well done, everybody. Good night. What's Paul say?
Great quiz, Mum.